What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back on Monday, August 22nd with the process after a couple days off. Went off to the woods, did some camping, no technology whatsoever, no service, just sleeping out in a tent, getting rained on semi-regularly, which was not fun, but the mind feels sharp. Went on a good hike, just reset the brain, Control-Alt-Delete to the old noodle. Feeling good, ready to attack everything. We're locked, we're loaded. We don't have a ton to talk about today because I really was separated from sports for the past couple days. So I want to touch on the UFC results from Saturday. I've got last night's pitchers and stacks from the relay throw and the mini max. So we can take a look at the sharps and squares a little bit, and then we'll take a look at today's baseball contest, and then we'll get out of here. But that's where we stand for right now. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. And then go sign up at Prize Picks, presenting sponsor of this video. I'm going to start here. Go watch Eric Lindquist's Prize Picks videos. He's absolutely crushing it. You want to be tailing this guy. He's got the goods right now. You don't want to miss out on it. Check that out on our Odds Shopper channel. But then when you're signing up, click the link in the description of this video. Use the promo code AWESEMO when you do it, AWESEMO. You can get up to $100 in a deposit match bonus. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50. But if you put in 100, they will give you $100. Plenty of tools at Stokastic to help you out, plus the videos on the Odds Shopper channel. What's not to like? Go check it out. You see the banner at the top of the screen. So, just quickly, want to touch base on MMA last night, or Saturday night. I missed it, unfortunately, which is a real bummer. Really wish that I could have played this card, but unfortunately that was not the case. I do want to give a shout out. Solo dub at the top for 200K. Rich Green 4. That's Richie in our Discord. Longtime sub. Great to see. Very happy to see that. I was catching up on chat last night when I got home. J187, another sub of ours, very prevalent in our Discord. You'll see him a lot in the baseball channel as well. You see 1-800-EDDIE in that top 20. I see a little Ship My Money sneaking out down here in 19th. So we are well represented in the top 20 for the UFC this weekend. Hopefully, Leon Edwards was able to print you some money like Richie, because he's 200,000 to the good after that knockout and certainly needed it. Solo Bink. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. That's where I'm at. I don't have any hot takes or anything. I haven't seen any of the fights. All I know is what happened in each one of them. I haven't even seen the knockout yet. That's something I'm going to have to go back and watch at some point in time. But kudos to everybody that had some success in the UFC this weekend, including Rich pulling the 200K. Must have felt pretty damn good. Knockout with a minute to go. Just incredible. What a way to win. What a way to win 200K. Just rip that Band-Aid right off, and all of a sudden you are at the top of the heap. Exciting. Now, we can take a look at baseball. So I grabbed the relay throw. I got the pitching exposures from the relay throw. I got the 5-man stack exposures from the relay throw, just for the 150 maxers. I did the same thing for the mini max, and what we have looks like this. I'll make this a little bit bigger for everybody. Got it here. Move this over, keep it centered. So we'll start on the hitting side. Once again, we see that there were significantly more 5-man stacks in the relay throw than there were in the mini max. My suggestion to you, if you're playing the mini max, is to stack more. Try to do more of what the people with the money are doing. I think that's going to be at least a decent way to try to get better quickly. You know, like first steps of trying to improve right there. 85.6% 5-man stacks, 70, we'll just call it 76% 5-man stacks in the mini max. I'm gonna make that we don't need that extra decimal point. A 10% difference. The biggest gaps here, and this one's actually sort of like all over the place. We see like In the relay throw, people got the Philly and the Mets more. There weren't any real like major negatives. This is basically like, we know that the relay throw total is just going to be higher than the mini max. I should normalize these, but it's not worth the effort right now. This will still get us to where we want to be. We see that the Phillies, the Mets, the Astros all played quite a bit more in the relay throw than they were in the mini max. The biggest gap was Texas. They were twice as owned in the relay throw as they were in the mini max, but we don't have anybody that was a giant fade. Less than 0.4 of a percentage point drop for any of these major ones, whether that's Atlanta, Minnesota, Tampa Bay. You just see a couple spots where you just had the ability to go a little bit heavier. Philly, New York. But if you're working your way down, if you're looking for the positive leverage stacks that we should have been looking for, Houston last night would have been the team to look for. Toronto, and then Texas was the big one. The better question is, did we get anything out of Texas? Doesn't appear that that's the case, considering all I see is Mets and Phillies here at the top. What did the Texas stack do yesterday? Were they even worth it in any way? And the answer is mildly yes. So it was Mets and Reds. Mets at the top, clearly. And given how owned they were, you were probably going to need them. Cincy, I'm sure, had a little bit more ownership than I was expecting. Mets, Cincy, Philly, Texas are the 4 teams that went over 90. Now, Texas isn't going to be the best, but it is good filler. So Texas down here would have been a good spot to be. They wouldn't have needed too much more. Cincy actually was neutrally owned. They must have just been so cheap yesterday that they were easy to get to. Anyway, let's still look at the 5-man stacks. Moral of the story, once again, stack a little bit more if you're playing in the lower dollar contests. It doesn't appear you're getting there as much as you should be. Now, for pitchers, big gaps here. More Ohtani in the relay throw than in the mini max. And remember, you got to roster 2 pitchers no matter what. So there's no difference here. This is just the way that 200% of ownership gets added together, or about 200%. Relay throw was happy to go to Ohtani even more than the public. We see that at the top. It's interesting to me to see Woodruff and Morton be quite a bit under-owned, but it's not too far off of the gap of just Ohtani. Steele also under-owned. We kind of just flip-flopped Steele and Ryan yesterday. But the bigger piece, Ryan Yarbrough was close to twice as owned in the relay throw as he was in the mini-max. 9.7% in the mini-max, 17% in the relay throw. So I'm going to pose this question to you guys. Why do you think Ryan Yarbrough was 17% owned in the relay throw yesterday for 150 maxers compared to just shy of 10% in the mini max? I want to get your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Similarly, Mike Minor, a little bit more owned in the relay throw. Alek Manoah, quite a bit less owned in the relay throw. That bugs me a little bit because knowing how much I normally play Manoah, that makes me think that I'm looking at something incorrectly. But I want to know what you guys think about Ryan Yarbrough's ownership from yesterday. Why was he so much more owned to the 150 maxers and the high dollar stuff than the low dollar stuff? Now, we've looked at MMA. We've looked at baseball from yesterday. Let's take a look at the contest for today. It's a pretty standard MLB slate. Nothing too crazy to write home about here. Only 1 or 2 contests changed from last Monday. The relay throw has like $8,000 in it. And I think like the mini max went from 40 to 35 or something. So nothing too crazy here. We know what we're doing at this point in time. We've been well versed in choosing contests for the baseball season. Go to the relay throw if you can. The 4-seamer is going to be the best contest that I think most people can afford to get into. It's the best payout structure, $80 to max it. It's going to be the softest competition you'll find, and you're going to get 36.6 times your buy-in if you get a top 1% outcome. I, as per usual, have entered the 50-cent mini max. Instead of doing the base hit today, which is the better contest, I actually did one in the skipper, save that 1% of rake, and I just wanted it to equal $100 today. I wanted it to be easy. I wanted $100 on the nose, and I just wanted to get back into the swing of things. I haven't played DFS in 4 days. I'm going to be a little bit rusty on the trying to build lineups front. I'm live on Live Before Lock tonight, which makes it even harder to put this stuff together. But that's what I'm here for, to do that kind of work. So see me in the mini max. We'll see in the skipper as well. We'll evaluate that stuff tomorrow. We will take a look at the PGA contest for the final event of the year, which is not really the most fun PGA contest to play, but we'll talk about it anyway. And then we'll have MMA later in the week. Maybe we'll look at tennis. We'll look at all sorts of different stuff. Remember, guys, we're going to lose golf for a little bit right now. I'm down to talk about whatever you guys want to. So not only should you let me know about Yarborough in the comment section, but if there's anything else you guys want to see on this show, we've got plenty of time right now heading into the NBA season. We've got 2 months before the NBA starts where we can attack all sorts of different thought processes. So if you have a thought, if you have something that you want to see, if you have something that you want me to detail out, let me know in the comment section and I will be happy to take a look. We'll create a couple topics for some content. That'll do it for me, everybody. Thank you for being here. It's great to be back. I feel so refreshed. The brain feels sharp. I'm ready to just absolutely dominate. So I hope you guys are as well. Shout out to Prize Picks for being the sponsor. Awesemo is the promo code, AWESEMO. Get up to $100 on that first deposit. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace. Happy birthday, Dad.